today we're talking about Firebase Genkit. Genkit allows you to work with AI application architecture with full control through the code, without new concepts, new adapters. This approach starts from the app developer, not AI developer, and follow app developer experience. So on this approach, don't replace existing tools and practices, but embrace them. Code as a primary artifact. So you work not with frameworks and tools, you work with code. And with Genkit, your application production ready from the first step. You can bring into production with a very simple approach, then increase complexity, bring it progression to, and do it iteratively. First of all, I decided today I have to be like serious speaker because to give a talk in such great venue, I have to be suitable. So I take my serious jacket and even glasses to look like a lecturer. And first of all, as a serious guy, I would like to say thank you to organizers for having me. I hope my talk will be useful for all of you. And the topic. Today I'm going to talk with you about Flutter and Firebase and AI together. So probably the the most interesting topics, from my opinion, in this new AI era, because I used to be a Flutter expert 2 years ago when I gave talk the first time here. And now I've got 2 more categories in my Google Developer Expert status. Now I'm expert in Flutter, Dart, Firebase, and AI. So you see all topics specifically to cover them in my talk. And today is the first time when I'm presenting it. So what else? If you don't know, I work for EPAM as a chief software engineer and head of Flutter competency. So EPAM is a nice big company around the globe. We have office in Italy as well. So if you're interested, you can take a look to our website. Also, I'm organizer of Flutter Berlin community. So always welcome to our meetup in Berlin. And it's enough about myself. Let's get started. Flutter heroes. All of us here are Flutter heroes, I guess, if we here, yeah. And as a Flutter heroes, I guess you already implemented tons of Flutter applications. Please raise your hand if you implemented at least one. Yeah, great. And let's think about it. Mobile applications. What do we mean when we talk about mobile application? Because, you know, now we are kind of turning point of history. Everything is changing right now on our eyes. For example, let's think about phrase, open a letter. The meaning of this phrase 1 century ago and the meaning of this phrase now, absolutely different, yeah? And I guess the very concept of mobile application definition is also evolving. And now, I think that it will be changed more and more in every day because AI era is coming. So let's talk about mobile applications. I decided not to take like Nokia or something before smartphone, and let's start with smartphones mobile applications. So this is that we usually mean when talk about mobile application. It's just bank application or I don't know which applications do you usually use? I don't know, like bank application, like transport application, hotel application, booking.com, and so on. It's something that you open, choose something, read something, tap something, application, push you, remind you something, and so on. But now, the applications that we implementing right now usually have to be AI powered. What does it mean? It means that this application has some AI functionality, but it's just the beginning, because AI powered apps is just simple apps with AI. But the next step will be application with AI agents. Do you know what does mean AI agent? Who knows? I expected that not everybody knows about it. That's why I decided to add this kind of small session inside the talk with name, wait, what is AI agent? So kind of sidebar, yeah? AI agent is a kind of autonomous AI systems that can make decision, can learn, and can achieve some goals and interact with the real world. For example, I don't know, you have some food in your fridge, and your AI agent knows that you have such amount of food in your fridge, and oh, it's not enough to have to prepare a dinner today. Probably you need to buy something to prepare pasta for your dinner, and it's connect to online shop, order pasta, order delivery, and then push you the delivery came. You should open your door, take your food, and then start preparation. So interaction with the real world. And I think the future of such application is not limited by such type of application, but I guess the next generation of AI mobile application will be kind of AI-driven device. So we can consider Android as a mobile device. Yeah, it's a device, it's mobile. And so probably in the future, implementation of mobile applications will be application for such devices, not for smartphones. But it's not for today, of course, it's for future, but I think we should expect something like this. Yeah, we are here. And after my talk, today probably you will start your move from this point to next point. One expert in this area once told, a developer with AI expertise is far more competitive in today's market, and soon AI knowledge will be a fundamental requirement. Try to guess, who told this? No. One AI guru is named ChatGPT. So I think yes, it's really important expertise to know how to implement application with AI functionality. And yeah, you can see everything on this slide. So just Flutter developer and Flutter developer who knows how to work with AI. So let's talk how to add a little bit of AI to your Flutter application. But first, let's discuss ways how AI can be run on your devices. There are three approaches. It's HAI, when you launch your AI model exactly on device without any internet connection, without money, without anything, exactly on your device. Probably you need powerful enough device, but it's possible. The second approach is on-device AI processing. when you just call your AI model from your mobile device, request the data, get response, and process the data on your mobile device. And the first one is the server-side AI processing, when you have AI logic on your server and just call your backend and get response. So, and all AI inference happens on backend. Just in case, AI inference. Who can tell me what is this? Actually, I have one gift for one most active person. After my talk, I will do this present for this person. Who can tell me what does it mean, AI inference? No? No? Nobody? Okay, the answer is really simple. AI inference is a process of generation of answer in case of LLM. So when you request ChatGPT, tell me something, blah, 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 ChatGPT do inference and get your response. The first one, Edge AI. There are a few approaches how you can launch your AI functionality on device. There are media pipe framework with native SDK, plugin TensorFlow Lite, plugin Flutter Gemma, plugin Llama, and Core ML for iOS, and for example, Gemini Nano on Android devices and in browsers as well. And this is image of example of Flutter Gemma plugin. Why I highlighted it? Because I'm maintainer of this plugin, and today my second talk in the evening will be about this type of AI processing, and I will dive a little bit deeply in this topic. But today, the topic is not about, this talk topic is not about it. Let's move on. The next type is on-device AI processing. When you just call models that host somewhere else. You can call it using REST API because all currently existing AI systems has this REST API. Or you can use SDK. Flutter has plugins for this, for example, Google Generative AI for called Gemini, OpenAI Dart, and much more for called ChatGPT, Ollama Dart to call Ollama, and so on. There are tons of different plugins that you can just import for application and use. And we have Firebase Vertex AI. So Firebase Vertex AI is another approach to call AI models for your Flutter application. And besides Firebase Vertex AI, there is one more plugin with name Flutter AI Kit that has widgets to simplify integration of your AI to your Flutter. There's an example of using this plugin. Have you heard about Vertex AI or Firebase Vertex AI? Yeah, please. No? No? Your speakers, yes. You know, it's shining. That's why I have to like more attention. Oh, yeah, please. No, just tell me. I heard. Nice try. You are close. Yeah, actually, Vertex AI is a Google Cloud service that give you a lot of tools and services to work with different AI models that hosted in Google Cloud. And Firebase Vertex AI is a kind of Firebase functionality on top of Google Cloud Vertex AI that allows you to control models from Google Cloud Vertex AI from your Firebase application. And it allows you to call your models more secure. It's add you protection. So that's why Firebase Vertex AI is a better approach than just call your model from your devices. So my recommendation to use Google Generative AI only for prototyping or proof of concept or MVPs. But if you do something for production, Vertex AI, Firebase Vertex AI is much better because it's more secure. And the last one, server-side processing. There are tons of different approaches. You just need to implement your functionality on your backend, and then host it to your on-premise server, cloud server, Kubernetes cluster, or serverless approach like Cloud Function, Cloud Run, and so on. But we are at Flutter conference, yes? Not backend conferences. I see one mistake on this meme. Yeah, now it's correct. So we are Flutter heroes, actually, not backend developers. So maybe we should skip this step. Okay, let's talk about it a little later. There is an example. It's a workshop that shows you how to connect AI to Flutter applications all possible ways. There is a REST API, Firebase Vertex AI, just Flutter SDKs, and so on. And after finishing this workshop, you will get an application in which models are talking with each other without human interaction. So there is a Gemini, ChatGPT, Gemma, DeepSeek, Claude. They talk with each other without there is a video recording of their talk, and so they don't need a human. They are joking, like ask each other about something, change topics. It's really interesting. And only one thing: don't clone this workshop today, because to be honest, I didn't have enough time to publish the last updates, and everything that you have that I have there is a little bit outdated. But you can watch this repository, and I will publish updates tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and you will get the final option. But now, don't be such fast. Don't do it right now, for example. Yeah? I think you have more interesting things to do now. Okay. So. Can we officially consider ourselves as AI developers after finishing this workshop? It depends how to look at this point. Because all what we do in this workshop, we just do an inference. So the simple request to LLM and simple response, nothing else. But as you remember, when we were talking about application with AI, I mentioned much more complex scenarios than just ask, like, answer me this question. Yeah. For example, this scheme of AI-powered apps a little bit more complex. User prompt, embedding model, vector database, retrieve data, LLM, and finally response. But a lot of new terms. Yeah. Embedding model, vector, retrieve data, vector database. Tons of new terms. So if you didn't answer me about AI inference, I won't ask you about these terms, but there is an explanation. Embedding model is a model that transforms your natural language to vector, to bring it close to LLM to understand, to give LLM understanding what you're really asking. Vector database is database with data transformed to vectors to give model opportunity to search with your data. And the last one, retrieve data. When you transform your request to vector, you can organize vector search to find data that most related to your request and find close data. And then retrieve this data and provide this data to large language model. So how it works? User send prompt. Then LLM understands do it needs to check something in database or not. If needs, your prompt transformed to vector with embedding model. Then vector search find related data, forms retrieved data, send it to LLM, and LLM get much more context, your request and data from database, and then forms response from using this. So actually, this approach has name Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. And I guess all AI-powered apps use such approach when they need to interact with real world, with internet, with databases, something like this. But actually, if we talk about AI agents, of course, everything much more complex. Like this. It's just also a simple example. Yeah, you have different database, different LLMs, third-party APIs that LLMs can call to, I don't know, order tickets, order food, whatever, and tons of different things you should add to this scheme. But probably are there already some tools to implement this? Actually, yes. When AI era came, so people start to think about even redefining of solution architecture in principle, yeah, and AI developers thinks different way about how to structure application. They have, for example, AI orchestration in the center and all other tools connected using connectors, adapters, everything, and tons of different new concepts that they use. And just regular developer, it's really complicated to understand what they're talking about. Tons of new words, new concepts, and so on. Yeah, it's just kind of simple example that I took from internet about architecture of AI application. The AI orchestration is the center, and tons of things around. Yeah, it's complicated to understand. So what does it mean? It doesn't feel simple at all. So what should we do? Start everything from scratch? So we are experienced developers. Why do we need to start everything from scratch? It doesn't have to be this way. There should be a way to make it simpler. And there is a solution. Try to guess how it calls. Yeah, of course. We have Firebase. Who tried to do something with Firebase? Nice, but usually I guess you use database and authentication, like Crashlytics and so on. Is there any chance that someone tried Genkit already? Nice. I expected from you. Okay, yeah. If you don't know what Firebase is there anybody who doesn't know? Okay, in this case, I won't explain. So there's tons of different services, yeah, for different purposes. And today we're talking about Firebase Genkit. There is a slide with explanation. So Genkit allows you to work with AI application architecture with full control through the code, without new concepts, new adapters, AI orchestration, all these things. I even have a few slides how Google came to this approach. Back to the drawing board, as I would say. So this approach starts from the app developer, not AI developer, and follow app developer experience. So on this approach, don't replace existing tools and practices, but embrace them. This approach embraces code as a primary artifact. So you work not with frameworks and tools, you work with code. And you can do it iteratively. You can start from simple and increase complexity step by step. When you get more understanding how it works, oh, I understood this. Okay, I can try more. And without like replacing, without trying to get new tools and so on. And with Genkit, your application production ready from the first step. You can bring into production with a very simple approach, then increase complexity, bring it progression to, and do it iteratively. So, about approach itself. What if we think about models as API calls? That LM just API, SDK. But as you probably remember from the slide about AI agents, sometimes you need to call different models in the one flow, like ChatGPT for one thing, Gemini for another thing. For example, ask Gemini, Gemini, please check that GPT answered correctly, or something like this. So for this, Genkit has just one model interface. From your perspective, it doesn't matter which model you ask, because if you use the native SDKs of these models, usually they have different signatures. Genkit allows you to call all models as a one model. You just change the parameter, which model are you calling. And Genkit has a specific UI toolkit that you can launch exactly on your device, locally, and work with just launch it and try your models, check what model answered, check the flow itself, and then move it to production. What else? Genkit takes prompts as a code, but from one side it's code, from another side is a specific entity. It gets parameters, and you can work with your prompts separately from your code. And it has a specific scheme from input and output, just kind of contract. So from code perspective, it doesn't matter what inside the prompt. Prompt has a contract. I need like this name, this parameter, and I will give you answer with this parameter, and that's it. And you can change prompt fully without changing your code, and check everything in your UI toolkit on your device locally. So it allows you even to separate responsibility. One developer, for example, do code, and prompt engineer work with prompts. If you don't understand how to work with prompt on this step and don't want to work with it. Yeah, everything is structured and type safe. And you can check everything in the tool. How to test? Because when you work with AI, it's not just algorithm. And you can just implement unit test and check with this input, I will get this output. It means that everything is okay. So you need to have specific approach to check AI functionality. And Genkit provided for you, it names evaluations. You also can implement a specific entity, but actually this is code as well. And from out of the box, we provided a few different approaches how to test that AI give you proper answers. You can use, for example, model judge that, as I mentioned, you can use one model to check answer of another model. And there is a few specific approaches. I decided not to deep dive into them, but you can check afterwards using RAGAS, compute-based evaluation, or model judge. All of them are provided by Genkit. And you can test them inside your UI toolkit locally, or, for example, include to your CI/CD process or things that implementation of your AI flow is good enough. If it's not good enough, to throw exception and stop building CI/CD. So like a standard mobile development. And you have observability from out of the box. How much resources model needs, and so on. Everything online, everything you can check in production or on development stage. And regarding RAG, retrieval augmented generation, Genkit has tons of different abstractions for implementation of this approach. In your UI toolkit, you have embedders to implement embedding of your prompts, indexers to index your vector databases, retrievers to retrieve data from these vector databases, and function calling to implement agents. That function calling, it means when model should understand that model needs to call third-party API to interact with real world. Everything there is from out of the box. And light mode. Yeah. Okay, but probably dark mode is better. But who knows? Probably one of the most interesting things of Genkit is a plugin SDK. It allows you to implement plugin yourself. For example, you can connect different types of model to Genkit. For example, Vertex AI allows you to connect any model from Vertex AI, Google AI plugin to connect Gemini, and to Llama plugin connect Ollama. It's official implemented by Google plugins. All other types of models implemented by community. It's already a big community around Genkit. If you're interested, I can give you a link afterwards, and you can join to ask questions of our Genkit expert and so on. But for example, you can connect Mistral, you connect Claude, you connect ChatGPT, and tons of different models using this community created plugins. And from your code perspective, there is absolutely no difference what you're calling ChatGPT or Gemini and who implemented this plugin. And the same with vector databases. Tons of plugins that allows you to use different types of vector databases. And as you can see in the middle, you even can use Cloud Firestore as a vector database. So you can add vector field that have index value of some of your fields and then organize vector search in your Cloud Firestore. Sometimes it's even much easier for your standard application to organize vector search than organize standard search in the Cloud Firestore. And final step, last but not least, about moving to production. You can test your flow locally, and then with one command, publish it to Cloud as a Cloud function, and then call from your application without any dancing or something, just Firebase deploy. That's it. And your AI flow in cloud. But one thing, yeah? Probably you also remember that Firebase Cloud Functions don't support Dart. Yeah? By the way, did you try Firebase Cloud Functions? Yeah, you should remember. And unfortunately, Firebase Genkit also doesn't support Dart yet. It supports TypeScript, Node.js, as a cloud function. It supports Go and support Python. But Node.js is a stable released option. Go is almost released. And Python is in fully beta, but I guess it will be released as not too far from here. But come on, yeah, we are living in an era. We have ChatGPT, so the transforms your logic to TypeScript code is nothing serious. It's just ChatGPT, please transform my Dart code to Node.js code. Easy. And actually, you mostly will work with calling of models, not like complicated logic or typing and so on. So I'm not like big fan of TypeScript, but for me, writing code in Genkit using TypeScript was nothing complicated. Yeah, who cares? And yeah, takeaways. What can you try after the talk? First, you need to set up your environment. You should install Firebase CLI and then launch your Genkit. After you open in your browser localhost and port number, and you will have this UI tool in your browser. Then you implement your AI flow. For example, as a first step, you can just connect I don't know, ChatGPT or Gemini, and ask it something and check that everything going good. Then you can test and evaluate, check how evaluators work, or you can skip this step for first try. Then deploy it, Firebase deploy, everything is there. And then you can bring back to Flutter, call it from your Flutter app. If you used Firebase Cloud Functions, you know that there is a Flutter SDK to call Cloud Functions, or you can use different type of Cloud Functions like HTTP to call it from anywhere and so on. Doesn't matter. It's Cloud Function. But from Flutter application perspective, it's just a function, nothing more. So the same concept as before. And the most important step, I guess, is the last one, enjoy results. So after this implementation, I guess you really can consider yourself as a Flutter AI developer. And yeah, my favorite slide. So Flutter and Firebase together is a nice combination. And I mentioned before this example that not ready yet, but will be ready really soon, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, because I have it locally, but didn't publish it. I need like final steps to make it okay to show you. And yeah, there will be example with already implemented flow for Genkit, because I connected Claude and DeepSeek through Genkit. If you would like to check more examples, there is a specific site for this, examples.genkit.dev. There is a tons of, not tons, but okay, some examples for Genkit implementation. For example, this one, it shows how the flow can generate answer with specific format. There are simple flows that generates character for Dungeons and Dragons. And I just wrote, generate a wizard with a fireball skill. And there is an answer. So response of model, generate a wizard as a JSON with different type of characteristic, and you just display it. So it's not a text, it's a structured answer. If you would like to implement your AI application, of course, you need structured data to display it properly and so on. So you can ask model, for example, generate for me answer in this format, but you're never sure that format will be correct. Using Genkit with these safe schemas, you're always sure that data will be proper structure as you expect. Probably, if the prompt is really complicated, there can be hallucinations, but it should be really complex prompt to get hallucinations in this stage. So, it's a very final slide of my talk. There is a link to my LinkedIn. You can contact me and ask question if you have no question at this point. Actually, I wanted to add the link to Genkit community here, but I forgot, sorry. You can ask me afterwards. And so if you have questions, please ask them right now.
Hey. Round of applause to Sasha. Thank you very much, Sasha. That was a good talk. Yeah, please raise your hands if you have any questions. So